Hey guys, welcome back to Minecraft. This is 1.19 Bedrock Edition. My name is Minnie Quinn, and this is episode number 30. And if you look behind me, you can see that we have actually started to landscape the area, which is something that I needed to do for a very, very long time. So, a lot of work that we needed to do around the house. We did some in our live stream on Friday, last Friday. So if you didn't catch that, I'll go ahead and I'll put a link in the description right now, or I'll put a link up above us in the upper right hand corner. So you can catch that live stream. We didn't finish everything that we wanted to do. We still have lots to do around the house. We did get a fair amount of it done around the outside. Let me go ahead and walk you around and I'll show you what we've accomplished so far. So we have started to put in a little bit of a pathing system around the house, something that we sorely needed. And we have started to landscape a little bit. So this path will come around here. It'll join up to this main path. And then it will also probably extend and go around to this side of the house as well. And it'll link up to the deck over here. And if you noticed, uh, there's a dangling sheep. Watch the live stream. You'll know what that's all about. So we finally went ahead and decorated this side of the house. It was in sore need of the shutters and the greenery. So we put some leaves here. These are supposed to kind of be like vines creeping up, overgrowth, and put in some rose bushes. So I think it's starting to look really nice. But one thing you'll see on this side is we have accented the whole house with lanterns, which I really, really like. But if you run around to the back side of the house, you can see that we're still rocking torches. So I'll go ahead, we'll finish up. We'll put some lanterns on the side of the house and then on the back side of the house to round that out. There's some more greenery here. Like I said, we did try to go ahead and landscape as well. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these tiki torches. As cool as they are, I might keep one of them way down here, like at the end of the dock or something, as like a signal light. But as cool as they are, I get so paranoid when I hear that fire. My house has burned down so many times that I get so paranoid when I hear that crackling fire sound. So I'm probably going to go ahead and, not probably, I am. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these guys. I'll replace them with frog lights because I think frog lights are so incredibly pretty. The other thing that we did as well during the live stream is we let our frogs go. So I don't know if you noticed when we passed by. I went ahead and I got rid of the frog pen that was in the front yard. That was only temporary. We don't need them anymore because we have our frog light farm up and running. If anything ever happens to the frogs that are in the frog light farm, we can easily get some more frogs and replace them. So I just went ahead and I let the frogs go. They're just wandering freely around the house, around the land. The other thing too that I need to do is, and I kind of didn't really plan this out. I just kind of built without really thinking about the future. But I'd like to put in a pathing system that goes in between the structures here and kind of links everything up. So unfortunately, I don't know if I tried to make everything uniform or in line with each other, but I didn't really do a good job. Like if you see here, if you walk in between these two structures, you run right into the stone making. It's not like I can't move these things. They're very simple farms to make, but I don't think I want to. I think I'd rather just adapt a pathing system that kind of incorporates all the buildings and kind of weaves around. So that's what we've done so far. One other thing that I would like to get done is, we talked about this on the live stream, but I didn't actually get started on it. It's the upstairs, and if you notice, I cut down the trees. So the whole area is really, really bare. And we do need to go ahead and we need to design our interior up here and make this a lot more hospitable. One thing I need to do, I'd like to turn this half of the loft into a library. So I'll need bookshelves. So we'll take a trip out to the end. There was not an end city, it was a fortress that HB and I discovered a couple of episodes ago, and I'll probably go ahead and find the library and I'll just raid it instead of trying to farm raise leather and books and make them by hand. I'll probably just go ahead and raid a library at a fortress. But we want the upstairs to look as homey as the downstairs looks. We want to put in colors, we want to put in furniture, we want to put in paintings, accents, lamps. And I think we'll do a lot with frog lights now that we have frog lights. So that's it, guys. We got a tall order today, and let's go ahead and get started. Hey, welcome back, everybody. So we made quite a bit of progress on our decorations. It's going very nicely. I think I'm done decorating the outside of the house for the moment. Let me go ahead and show you what I've accomplished so far. So we put in this little bit of a walkway that kind of wraps around. It wraps around to the backside of the house, heading that way. It's a combination of this cobble. What is that? It's what's that, gravel? Now I gotta take some off. Coarse dirt. I'm sorry. So now it's a combination of the coarse dirt. It's that packed mud made into bricks, and under here is brown carpet. But I put some lighting under here. So I put some jack-o'-lantern under there, and a little bit of the packed mud that's not turned into a bricks. And then I put these buttons here. They're just for show. They're kind of like little stones. They're supposed to be like little stones in the path. So that wraps around, goes to the back side of the house that way, wraps around the front of the house this way. And it marries up to the main path here. So eventually we'll put a main path here. And I'm thinking that I'll probably put a main path going all the way down to that open area down here. And then here I'll put in a really nice, I'll probably bring this out a little more with land. And I'll probably put a real nice gazebo down here. So I think that would be very pretty. And then a main path leading up to the house. And you can see the path does wrap around to this side of the house, and it marries up with the deck here. And I put, last time I showed you, I did put in some roses on this side. I did accent with vines. It looks like it's kind of like the, ivy growing up the side of the house. I went ahead, I had these flowers, these planted with the peonies, and originally I had the azure bluets here, but they weren't tall enough. They didn't kind of peek over this ledge here. So I went ahead and changed those out for oxeye daisies. And I think it looks pretty good on the front of the house here. So I think that's done. And then moving around to the back side. So here's the what do we call these? The azure bluets. Yeah. So they're here. I still used them because I still think they're a very pretty flower. I used them all along here, and this was pretty neat. So this is the mangrove leaf and the mangrove fence that I used as a kind of like a baby mangrove tree maybe would look like. Coming down here, wrapping around to the pool, to the infinity pool. I went ahead and I landscaped this area as well. And here we used a native flower that kind of grows around here, the lily of the valley. And then these are those corn, what are these called? These are cornflower. Yeah, which is not too bad. I mean, they look pretty good. It's nice color contrast. More of that ivy kind of trailing up the side of the house. And then I did put in a flower box on this side. So you can see up there, I put red tulips in there. It looks really nice. I changed out the flames. Remember the tiki torches? I put in frog lights. I think that looks a heck of a lot better. Nice. I think it's classier and cleaner. So those really look good, these frog light lanterns. And then I kind of just rounded out the rest of the house with the, with more. I did put lanterns on this side, so I got rid of all the torches. I finally put lanterns on this side of the house. So that looks really good. And then I did a little landscaping here with some pink tulips, some more azure bluets, a little azalea tree, flowering azalea tree. And I think it looks really good. So I'd say the outside of the house is pretty much done. Obviously, we can always add more detail, but I think for the moment, I'm very pleased. I think it's looking really, really good. One thing I do see right off the bat is I might put another one of these bushes here. So we've got this guy here. And I'll probably put one. I didn't even notice that. I'll put another one here just so it's even, just to make that nice and even. But other than that, I think it's really good. The other thing I wanted to show you I was doing, I'm not sure if I'll keep this or not, but I was wondering what it would look like if the trees were lit up with a frog light. So in some of the trees, I ended up kind of trying to sneak a frog light in. Unfortunately, it's very obvious and you can see it. I was hoping it wouldn't. I was hoping it would kind of twinkle like stars. And I was going to do that going out. All the way out back that way, not just for aesthetics, which I think would be lovely to see at night, these twinkling trees at night, but to help light the area up. Because if you notice, one frog light in one of these trees, even with it covered with leaves, it still gives off a lot of light. So I think it's going to help kind of light this area up. My thought is maybe to try to light more of this area up to get to get better production on the creeper farm. Creeper farm's not doing badly. I just have to be in the area for it to work. It is producing. It's not producing great amounts, but also too, I don't have the area lit up, and so a lot of creepers tend to spawn in the dark areas. So we'll remedy that. One last thing I wanted to show you was, yeah, so we can hear a creeper being killed now. There was one last thing I wanted to show you that we did. Well, I can't remember. If it comes to me, I'll show it to you. I do want to take you downstairs. So a couple of other things. So now that the outside is somewhat taken care of, we still have more we can do. But for the moment, let's take a breather. And we got a couple of things that we want to do. So we have to decorate the upstairs. And I'm pretty sure I showed you in the last set of videos. But it's pretty empty up here, right? So we've got a lot to work with up here. So this needs to be decorated. And then downstairs in the basement, I really need to get my sorting stuff under control. So HB, he went ahead and so during our live stream, we collected a bunch of the skulk. So HB put it up here. And then I have started kind of populating some more chests because my inventory is starting to fill up. But I need an accent for the basement down here. And I kind of put together a couple of ideas here. So one idea was to accent it with the warped wood. I think that would be too much blue. I think I'm going to go ahead and rule this out because I think it would be blue on blue, and I think that would be way too much blue, and I don't want this whole thing being blue. The next I toyed with was accenting with mangrove wood, but I really think that the blue and the red is going to be too harsh. So I think I'm going to go ahead and rule that one out because the mangrove wood, when it's stripped, is also like a deep beetroot red kind of, burgundy wine kind of red. And I think that would be between the blue and the red. That would be too much of a contrast. So then I decided, well, maybe jungle wood is a nice medium. I definitely don't want birch. This is way too light. So I thought, well, maybe jungle wood would be a nice medium brownish in the medium brown area. And I really like that. I really like the jungle wood. But what I don't like is I don't like the jungle log. I mean, I do like the jungle log, but not for this. So I tried to strip one to see if maybe that would look better, and it doesn't. So I really don't think that the jungle log is going to be a good fit for down here. So then that means it left the mangrove wood. And I really like it. I actually like the mangrove wood. So I really like the combination of the jungle plank. Let's see if we can put these two together. That's jungle wood. Yeah, so the jungle plank with the mangrove bark. I think we're going to go ahead and kind of we'll do that. I think it really looks good together, believe it or not. I really like the jungle wood with the the jungle plank with the mangrove tree trunk better than the jungle tree trunk. So I think this is what we're going to go with. I think it's a nice light contrast to the starkness of this blue here. So I think that's what we're going to go with. So we have to decorate down here. We got to partition it. We've got to take care of these walls because they're all just, like I said, it's just a monotone blah. So we'll take care of the walls and kind of contrast these up a little bit with some other different type of stone. And that's it. So still got a little bit to work on. So let's go ahead and get started. I think, I don't know whether I want to start on the basement or whether I want to start on the second floor. I've got, one thing I wanted to show you. So you guys remember when we made wallpaper out of just regular blocks, but I was collecting mud the other day and I came across this. This is the muddy mangrove root. And if you look at that, what a neat wallpaper this is going to make. So I'm actually going to use that. Look at that. That looks kind of like tiger stripes. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use this on one of the walls upstairs. I think it looks really cool. And I didn't know this, but you can actually, I went out to collect it and I was collecting all the root, muddy mango root that I could find. I actually didn't know, but you can actually make it with just regular root and mud. You can actually create the muddy mangrove root. So that's good to know in case I need more, in case I run out. I don't have to fly to the mangrove again to collect more supplies. So that I think is going to be it for the moment. I'm not sure if I'm going to start down here first or if I'm going to go upstairs and start on the second floor. I think I might actually start on the second floor first, and then I'll just meet back up with you. Oh, here we go. Hello, there's my face. And then I'll just meet back up with you, and I'll just let you take a look at the progress. So meet you back here, or actually up there. Guys, okay, so we're all set with our interior design. I went ahead and I got the second floor done. I finished it on our live stream. We just got done with our live stream not too long ago, maybe about 30 minutes ago or so. So if you haven't watched that, I encourage you to watch that because you can kind of see the creative process going on. So I don't really do any of this design in in creative world. I just do everything kind of on the fly. I mean, and that's probably why it takes me so long to design everything, because I have to kind of mull it over and think about how I want it. But inspiration comes to me, and when it does, then I can finally finish off the design. So I definitely want to show you. Let's go upstairs right now for the big reveal. If you watch the live stream, this isn't going to be anything new to you. It was a big reveal on the live stream, but if you're catching us just now, this is it. Ta-da! So the second floor, all finished. And I think it turned out really well. I'm very, very pleased with what we did and what we designed. One thing that I'm very pleased with are the frog lights. I can't stress enough how much I really enjoy these frog lights. But so first of all, when you walk in, what you're going to see is this is the library, and it's a study, so it doubles as a study. So I have a computer here, I have my chair here, I have my keyboard here, my monitor is here, and my mouse. I got a little mouse, and then I have some paperwork here. So this is my desk. Um, the other thing too that you'll notice right off the bat is I got this post and beam kind of motif going on. So I did go ahead and I enclosed the ceiling with these tongue and groove. I want to call them tongue and groove. So the dark oak and the post and beam with the dark oak, and I think it looks really really nice. It looks very gothic, very post and beam, very ski chalet type of look here. And then one thing you see down here is I went ahead and I used, because I had all those honeycombs and I didn't know what to do with them. So I actually made a whole bunch of these beehives, and I used the beehives as a kind of flooring, a parquet flooring. So I thought it looked really well. It was something nice. I knew I didn't want stone up on the second floor, because that didn't make sense to have stone on a second floor. You don't normally see stone or concrete for used for floors on second floor. And I didn't want to use the birch wood, and I knew I was going to use, I was going to accent the area with spruce and birch and dark oak and oak. So I didn't want to use the regular oak flooring, so I went ahead and I used the beehives, and I just kind of crisscrossed them for the flooring on the library. And I actually think it looks really, really good. Some mossy carpet here, and then underneath the mossy carpet, I've hitting some jack-o'-lanterns just for some extra lighting. And then over here, I use the basalt, and I put it in the the stone cutter, and I cut it into, I don't know what this is called, I can tell you, but it also makes a nice, crisscrossy pattern as well, like the beehives. It's the polished basalt, so you can also use that to kind of do that crisscrossy pattern. Um, that I did with the beehive. So I did that here to transition the center walkway here to the bedroom. The bedroom, we did go ahead and keep the birch wood, the birch planks. I made a pretty big bed. It's, California width. So I put in a big screen TV above the fireplace so we can lie in bed and watch some TV. Again, we went ahead and we did accent it with more of those frog lights because they're just absolutely gorgeous. I put some lanterns around, some flower pots around, some candles around, just kind of make the whole area seem kind of warm and cozy. But I'm really pleased with how this turned out. And two, I showed this off in the live stream, but look at this. This is awesome. This is kind of looks like a tiger stripe wallpaper, doesn't it? And it's that rooted mangrove dirt. Look at that. It's the muddy mangrove root. So it's just a mud block and a mangrove root block, and you can combine them and make these muddy mangrove roots, and it makes just such an awesomely cool wallpaper, like a tiger stripy wallpaper, which I absolutely love. So I went ahead and did that. And I think it turned out really well. This is weird. Like, it's not right here. These two, like, everything else is like an up and down stripe, but for some reason, these two kind of look like they're placed them wrong or something. Let me try to place these differently. There we go. Oh my gosh, that's much better. I guess I hadn't realized I'd placed those wrong. I must have placed them sideways or something, but now that looks really good. So, so yeah, the muddy mangrove roof for like a kind of like a little tiger stripy, wallpaper. Anyway, so I'm very pleased with it. So we've decorated the outside. We finally have the inside finished off. So it looks really, really good, guys. This looks really so kind of gothic, but I'm really liking it. I mean, it looks kind of ski chalet type gothic, which is what I was really, really going for. So very pleased with how it looks. So one thing I'll do before we end the video here, I'm going to show you. So next thing on our agenda here is we've got to finish up this storage area down here. So we really need to kind of finish up the storage area, try to plan out where everything's going to go, how we're going to decorate it, what type of wood we're going to use as support beams. We've got to go ahead and do that. There was a little bit of a discussion on what and how I want to do on the live stream. So I encourage you again, please go check out that live stream. And then, oh my God, I can't even get out of my house. And then the other thing that we need to do is we've got to finish these decks. And I know I've been saying, oh, we got to do that for last few episodes, but it's true. We got to go ahead. Now that we've got the second floor interior done, let's go ahead and finish off this deck here, going down to the water that way. And then let's go ahead and finish off this dock down here, heading down to this waterway as well. So we'll go ahead and finish those off. We'll finish the storage area off. So got a lot to do. Oh, and by the way, as a surprise, HB built me this treehouse, this lovely, lovely treehouse, which I didn't even notice. I logged on and I was working away, and he's like, oh, something different about your house? And I said, no. And then he had to actually walk me through that. So it's a treehouse. So I don't think it's going to stay, though. It's like a mini mob farm, but anyway, so yeah, so that's it. Second floor done. I think the house really looks good. We got the exterior done. We got the interior done. And so we just got a little more to do. on the outside. And guys, I'm very pleased, and we're in a really good position here with our house here. It's looking really good. So thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take care.